more changes coming to my channel. I'm adjusting the schedule even a bit more, thinking about some different approaches, some of the different reasons why I might be making the changes, and explaining to you kind of my thought process and my goals here. Let's do it. Hey everyone, Dave K here with some changes coming to my channel yet again. I want to let you know about an updated schedule I'm working on implementing as of this week and then next week and the following weeks. And I'm not 100% sure how long these will last. It's just kind of testing and thinking about different approaches and that kind of thing. So without further ado, let me fill you in on some schedule stuff here. This week, as you're seeing this video, you should see 4 videos this week as opposed to 5. And in future weeks, thinking about doing 3 videos a week. So at least that's the plan right now, is 3 videos a week. I'm thinking maybe I'll do a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday videos as opposed to the 5 days a week. And you may be asking yourself, Dave, why is it you're doing it this way? What are you thinking here as you're reducing the schedule? What are your objectives and what's the thought process behind this? And there's a couple of reasons behind this. I'm wondering if maybe there's something to be said for the algorithm changing, or maybe the policies changing on YouTube and how some of those policies are impacting my channel and how YouTube shares my videos with you, promotes my videos with different people to watch these videos, and how it's getting shared with the larger YouTube community. And I've definitely seen some downtrend on that. And I'm wondering if testing maybe less regular videos will have a positive impact on that. I noticed actually in the past few weekends that my videos seem to have been doing better, surprisingly, on the weekends, or my channel seems to be growing surprisingly well on the weekends when I don't have videos. So I'm interested to see if there's a trend there, if that means something. Another thing, another kind of reason behind this is also it allows me to really focus on creating the best possible 3 videos a week that I can. You know, I want to focus on and continue to improve and develop the best possible content I can for you, and really refine that approach. So I think about, okay, what exactly can I put in this Foodie Friday? I'm planning to keep Foodie Friday, by the way. So what exactly can I put in this Foodie Friday video that you can really enjoy, that you really might like? How can I approach it differently or show you different scenes? Maybe I'm adding some music overlay to it, or I'm focusing more on the prices of the whole restaurant, showing you kind of how you get to the restaurant. I'll have to think about all these different approaches, but I want to try to change it and improve it to see that all the different components that you might like in that video, as well as kind of telling you a story and showing you the journey of how I go about some of these videos. So the plan is, for now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to really refine these videos. And Wellness Wednesday, I'm thinking after this week is going to come off. So you're not going to see any more Wellness Wednesday videos, at least for a while. That may change at some point, but it definitely seems like those were less popular than some of the other videos, including Foodie Friday. Those did quite well, it seems. So the plan for now is 3 days a week. The one themed day is that Foodie Friday, and we'll see how things go. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. Have you been liking the videos? What do you like? What do you not like? What do you like to see more of? I've gotten a lot of great feedback and comments from you, and I'm continuing to work on refining different things. We worked on the intro. I'm working on a couple of other different things that you can look forward to. Some comments on the camera, so keep your eyes open for a video along those lines and that kind of thing. So there's definitely a lot to continue to work on and develop, but that's just kind of my initial thoughts as to hopefully how I can improve that approach, how I communicate those adventures with you, how I go about structuring those videos and those adventures with you. So you may be asking yourself, Dave, if this is what you're going to be doing in 3 days a week, what are you hoping to share on those 3 days a week? Well, let me tell you about it. Let me talk you through it. For one, I'd love to share some holiday stuff with you. In the last month of the year here, I feel like there's a limited time decorations and different festivities that you can see that you may not normally be able to see. And I'd love to be able to share some of those with you. So let me know what you think of that. Would you like to see some holiday stuff? Of course, I'm going to be continuing to cover Disney stuff as well. Maybe those two align. Maybe it's holiday stuff at all the different resorts. Or maybe you're seeing some holiday festivities at different parks and that kind of thing. But definitely, Disney stuff seems to be very popular. If you agree with me on that, if that makes sense to you, if you're a fan of the Disney stuff, let me know that as well. A couple of other thoughts I had was including local stuff. You know, we've seen some local restaurants as I've done those Foodie Fridays. Maybe we continue with those, or we look at some, whether it's shopping malls, that kind of thing. I've definitely heard a lot around what are some of the local fun things to do outside of Disney in that Central Florida area. So I'm thinking about different ways and different approaches that I could bring that to you, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. And then another other thing that comes to mind is I know there's a lot of interest around some of the merchandise, whether it's Disney merchandise or different souvenirs that you can get from the theme park areas. I feel like that might be cool to cover a little bit more as well. But those are just some initial thoughts that come to mind. You know, I'm still doing Universal adventures, all kinds of different adventures. And if you check out some of those other channels, you can still find those gaming adventures. It's just kind of reducing the schedule here, trying to refine that approach, and probably reducing the schedule all around, right, on my second channel as well with that gaming content. I don't think it'll be too regular, and I'm really interested to see what happens if those videos have a little bit more time to kind of breathe and be promoted on YouTube, and at the same time, a little bit more time to really focus on them and to create the best possible videos that I can. So we'll see how that goes for us. And I'd love to hear from you too as well. If there's something in particular you're really excited to see, if we've had something we've commented on that we've discussed that you're really interested in seeing, let me know that in the description or the comments below down here. And another thing I thought about and I touched on maybe was Black Friday shopping. And do we want to cover maybe if I got some stuff for Black Friday, if you want to see some of that. So let me know your thoughts as well. If that sounds like something interesting, we've talked about all kinds of different subjects and different things we can talk about. But I'm really thinking about how I can, again, approach these and structure them so that it makes a really exciting video for you. I'm also considering a variety of new things. I know that some friends touched on potentially the Rise of the Resistance. It's a brand new attraction coming to Disney, and I'm thinking, you know, it might be really nice to be able to catch some of that and cover it as soon as possible. But at the same time, I know a lot of people will probably be covering that at opening day as well. So I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to make that happen in terms of finding the time to do that. Is that something you'd be interested in seeing? I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Yes or no for that Rise of the Resistance? Is it worth taking the time to make sure that I cover that? If that's something that's of interest to you, if you want to see the opening day stuff, and if you want to see me cover it and share my perspective with you on that, let me know your thoughts. Another thing you may already know that is kind of changing with the channel, but it's more so changing with my Instagram and some of those other accounts, is my phone wound up breaking. I'm not sure how it happened, but it was just kind of frozen with the Apple logo on the screen. It just sat with the Apple logo on the screen for hours, and I tried clicking all the buttons, and I managed to get the Apple logo to flash occasionally, but the phone just completely stopped working. Took it to the Apple store, and they did say it was a hardware problem. It's rare, but it sometimes happens with those new phones. So the iPhone 11 was completely replaced by Apple since it was a brand new phone. I had Apple Care, but it's still very challenging for me. I lost all my pictures and that kind of thing, so it may be a little bit challenging for me to try to bring all those cool pictures I took, whether it's at Universal or Disney, to you on Instagram. But I'm working on continuing to build that photo gallery back up so I can share some more cool images with you. But just letting you know, that kind of happened to me. It's a challenge, and again, I lost a lot of the data and the passwords and all that kind of stuff, photos and contacts and all kinds of crazy stuff. But, you know, it happens. Could be worse. Make do, move forward, moving on, and I'm going to work on continuing to build all those pictures that I have back up so I can share more of them with you. I touched on another thing that I'm working on, which is improving the quality of the camera and the videos. I know some people had mentioned especially stabilization of my camera, and when I'm walking around in the parks, it can look a little wobbly, and they don't love seeing that on this particular camera. So I'm considering some new camera options, and so I'm looking forward to bringing a video to you on that and sort of what I'm thinking on that front. But just want to let you know that I am indeed thinking about it. Is that something that you're interested in seeing me improve? Is that something you want to see what I'm thinking about on? Let me know your thoughts. So really considering that approach, I really want to refine that storytelling and how I go about giving you a specific sort of adventure and a focus, and be able to bring that to you in an exciting way where you can really enjoy that storyline from start to finish, and get an idea, get an understanding of exactly what you're going to be seeing or the value you're going to be getting from that video as I'm creating that video for you. Those are the things that I'm thinking about right now, and that's kind of where I'm going and targeting and focusing on these particular 3 videos a week. And let me know what you think of that as well. I'm always open to feedback. Do you like that idea, that approach? Are there particular things you think I should focus on as I'm working on refining these videos? I would love to hear from you. So I mentioned that this week might be 4 videos, and then the following weeks might be 3 videos. But that being said, this week might actually be different. You know, I might even go off the usual posting time this week due to Rise of the Resistance. If I can cover some Rise of the Resistance, I'd love to be able to share that with you as soon as possible. So maybe we'll adjust around our times as well. Maybe instead of 8 a.m. on a Friday, maybe we'll push something out even earlier on Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, if I'm able to catch some Rise of the Resistance. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. Is that something you'd like to see? Are you kind of flexible on seeing when that video comes out? You can always go back and watch it. It's not like it's going anywhere. And that's the advantage of YouTube videos, is unlike a live stream, the video, well, live streams on YouTube too, you can go back and watch. but videos are just posted and they're not going anywhere. So you can always watch that video. If it's more convenient for you the next day at 8 a.m., it'll still be there. So I'm thinking about maybe covering that and putting it out and sharing it with you as soon as I can on that day for the Rise of Resistance. And so that may change around the schedule a little bit, or how many videos come out that day may change around a little bit. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. But that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And another piece that I wanted to touch on that I'm seriously considering, you know I love gaming, and so I'm thinking about different things with gaming and how I can continue to work on that and developing that, and the Twitch streams have been really good, so I'm thinking about continuing to up that Twitch stream schedule. Hopefully I can make 3 days a week happen soon, and for now I'm going to try to just add in some bonus streams. But if you haven't checked out the Twitch streams, you like hanging out maybe while I'm playing games and chatting about all kinds of different stuff, Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, you can find me on Twitch. The Twitch link is in the description, twitch.tv/DaveK. You can also find a lot of the product links that I have in there as well. So this camera or the tripod, that kind of thing, all listed in the description. But as I'm continuing to think about gaming and what I'm going to do with some of the gaming stuff, I'm considering potentially even combining some gaming and some live streams, and maybe I can bring that to you here. You know, I know a lot of people who watch this channel and enjoy adventures with me here did like when we did the Fortnite Fridays. Maybe we play some video games on the occasional live stream here. Maybe a 1 day a week, the live stream is gaming stream, whereas we still have our 1 day a week chatting live stream, and maybe it's just giving you a bonus video, but it's a gaming live stream. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in seeing? Would you rather not see it at all? Again, I know there's some hesitation here around gaming, and I'm not planning to roll things over here where it's completely focused on gaming, but I do want to get more gaming going on. I want to be able to spend more time playing some games. You know I love games, and that's a huge thing for me. So to be able to integrate that a little bit, and we can talk about Disney stuff while I'm playing some games, whatever the game might be. Or here's another thought. Maybe we play some of the brand new Disney games that are coming out, because there are some Disney games I'm super excited for. So maybe we can talk about some Disney stuff while we're playing some of those brand new Disney games. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. Thank you so much for being a part of it with me, whether it's here or on the Twitch channel or on the second gaming channel. You'll see on my end screen, the Dave K Media. All of it is a great time to be able to share it with you, and I'm so glad that I can do it. Thanks so much for listening in and sharing your thoughts with me as I'm thinking about how I can continue to improve these videos with you and for you, and be able to focus on really refining my strategy, as well as working on adding in some new things that I love, whether it's the food or the games and that kind of thing. Thanks so much for being a part of it with me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more fun adventures, food, chats, thoughts on growth and improvement and strategy and all those kinds of things. I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for being a part of it with me, and until next time, play on.